I'm going to drive in. I've got my East Lindsey district, which I have talked about extensively, all the incredible things you can do, the fun things that you can do on East Lindsey. And then at the same time, we're going to go through campus. We're going to go through OU campus. And after that, we will go ahead and go through West Lindsey and go check out some of the areas over there. It is going to be a phenomenal space. By the way, one of the best things about this particular corridor, we have a bus system here in Norman. The bus system is free. It does not cost you anything to use public transportation. Our bus system in Norman, the city pays for it. So it is actually a service that we provide to people that live here. So on East and West Lindsey, there is a bus that runs on both those spaces, goes to downtown, which I will show you after I get done doing this corridor. It is going to be absolutely amazing. You will be so excited about what you see here. Norman is a beautiful city. We are known for our trees. We're known for a lot. East Lindsey is a developing area because, again, I just showed you Bellatona and all that area out east. There's a south area that's growing very rapidly, south and east. So we are starting to see people very interested in our part of town. So we are seeing some growth, development, and some incredible opportunities. So let me flip you around and we'll start driving so you can check out East Lindsey and the Lindsey corridor. Out here, there is a bike park where you can go check out and do quite a bit of riding. Again, there's water features. There's a pond out here. So it is important for you to know that we take our actual ability to recreate very seriously. We have several churches in the area. On this side, again, green spaces. We have several creeks that run through our city. At that point, we do protect our green spaces. We're really big about that. This is an area that has a lot of international students and students overall. So you will have large-scale apartment complexes in here. So some of our lease rates are a little bit interesting because they are based on student housing. So we will have quite a bit for lease in the summertime as we're getting ready for housing. There's bus stops on a regular basis for people to sit down. This park coming here on the right is actually a splash pad. It is a disc park. It's beautiful. Pretty little creek on the side. On the other side, we're doing work right now, redoing all of our sidewalks, making sure they're ADA accessible. There's a splash pad. Again, we have covered bus shelters that are coming up, more apartments. Our retail is starting to change here quite a bit, so we're getting more opportunities in this area. So we're seeing things that are coming up. We have churches on a regular basis. This is Colonial Estates. It does have Antique Paradise. Antique Paradise has over 200 antique shops in it in one space. We have several liquor stores in this area. We got thrift stores. Ollie's just opened in the last 4 or 5 months. We have that happening. Of course, everybody gotta have Taco Bell. We are a college city, so needless to say, we have CVS, beautiful spaces on this area. We're working on a lot. We go down this area. This is an older part of town. So you'll see some of the homes are smaller. They're not quite as large. We have apartment complexes on the other side. Little parks everywhere. So neighborhoods, most of our neighborhoods have their own park. They have a chance for you to get together to gather. On the other side, we have a good size apartment complex. That's the Millennium. The Millennium is within a mile of OU campus. If you look straight ahead, don't forget we have Brahms. If you're not from here, Brahms is a staple. It is an ice cream store. And I'm going down, Lindsey. If you look up straight ahead and to your right, that is the stadium. That is the OU stadium. So I've been driving for maybe a mile, mile and a half, and I'm going onto campus. This is Clausen Avenue. And so we're going over the railroad tracks. One of the unique features of Norman is that it does have railroad tracks that go through it. So we do have freight trains that come through. We also have an Amtrak station that they go twice a day to Fort Worth, Texas. So you can go to Fort Worth, Texas, and then get all over the United States. This is the University of Oklahoma campus. On the right side, that is the duck pond. The duck pond is known as a space where people like to go hang out, spend time together. There's wildlife in it. We have ducks and geese and all of that. As we come up closer, this is the Everest Training Center. This is our training space for our football team. They can change things like the temperature, make sure that it was hot or cold, depending on where they're playing. And then we're about to see the Palace on the Prairie. If you're wondering what that is our stadium. It is about to get a massive renovation. It's going to be incredible. We are an SEC school, so we ultimately have a lot of competition and elite competition in every sport. On the left side, you're going to see Headington Hall. Headington Hall is our athletic dorms. Needless to say, it's stunning and beautiful. On the right side, this is our stadium. Let me take a moment and let's be a little bit quiet for a second. We obviously have students that are on campus right now. So this is the stadium. We have quite a few parking garages on the other side of the street of the stadium. We do have, again, more dorms. We have classrooms. It is currently class change. So ultimately, we are going to have a lot of people moving around. So that is happening. This campus, the main campus, has roughly 36,000 students, close to. This is the Norman campus. There's also a Health Sciences campus. And this is the main part of campus. I can go up north. There's a research area for the National Weather Center. I can go ahead and check out a lot of different areas. Notice that we're coming up on one of our ovals. We have a north oval and a south oval. The statue you're about to see is a seed sower. It's known for one thing, and that is when we win championships, we put, if it's an orange bowl, we put oranges in it. As stuff like that happens. The building you're looking at straight ahead, that's Dale Hall Tower. That's mainly our arts and sciences, political science, things like that. We have a lot happening. Again, people are migrating. So we're in that space. They plant on a regular basis. One of the cool things that happens also about Norman is summer happens. At summertime, the city calms down. The students graduate, they go home, they go do what they're gonna do, and our native Normans come back. We have about 130,000 people that live here in Norman, Oklahoma, growing again rapidly. We're looking at the expansion of possibly up to 50,000 more people in the next 20 years. So we have a lot happening. Elm Street is right here, and yes, it's not a nightmare. Actually, Elm Street is where a lot of the fraternity and sorority houses are. It is also what I call coffee row, because there's probably 4 or 5 coffee shops just on this one street. Once we get past that, you're going to start to see the road narrow again. We'll get into some more residential areas. This used to be an area where a lot of the professors lived, but it also is now an economic area for us. As far as it is a straight through, you can go all the way through Norman on LINDSEY. However, it is not a highway, so it is unique in that it will slow you down coming through, but it's a beautiful straight. The trees are gorgeous. They line the canopy over the top. Again, it's a phenomenal space for you to spend time. We have churches along all of these areas. I've got University Lutheran, I've got the Wesley, I've got the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I've got Catholic churches. These are all near campus. A lot of it's for student housing. It is just amazing. We have Haystack Coffee down the street on the left. If you do that, that is the Baptist College Ministries. They have their own coffee shop. They have their own building, and it is stunning and beautiful. The coffee is really good too, by the way, which I really appreciate because I like myself some coffee. So we have it helps that you live in a college town when you like coffee, because there's a lot of coffee to be had. Traffic is a bit of an interesting issue during the day and during game days. That is something you do have to take into consideration everywhere you go in Norman, because it's part of who we are that we have traffic. Our streets have fun names. This is Chautauqua. Chautauqua is one of the most beautiful streets in Norman. I don't know if I can turn it all the way. I don't know if you can see it. It's going to be very tree lined. Very pretty, very tree lined. But it goes to, again, fraternity and sorority row. So you'll see that on the left side. We're coming up on a business called Press and Plow. Press and Plow is a coffee shop and brunch spot. They have champagne and they've got great breakfast and food, and you can hang out outside. Right now there's people sitting out there as we speak. Notice the tree-lined spaces. Notice the beautiful spaces, the interesting architecture. It is not the same. This is very unique, very different. We have a little bit more modern architecture coming up. They are doing a build out right now. We've got bike paths. If you notice straight ahead, there is bike paths. We've got some Spanish style on the left. They're doing a build out on LINDSEY on this side. They're building a Mama Roja. Mama Roja is a high-end Mexican food place that was out on Lake Hefner, and that's going to be coming up right here on your right. That's at Barry and LINDSEY, and so that will be happening. So we're excited about that. We do have food trucks all over Norman. So you're about to see a little Mexican food truck. We have those, and they're incredible. This is a retail corridor at this point. They just renovated this. They got beautiful areas. Legends is a high-end restaurant. We've got banks. We've got churches. It is just so pretty. We have restaurants. One of our what I call legendary restaurants is coming up. That's Classic 50s. Classic 50s is like a diner style restaurant. Oh, they're working on it now apparently. This is Bethel Baptist Church. So yes, we do have several large-scale churches in Norman. Again, it's kind of part of who we are. We got KFCs, we have HTOs, pharmacies, all the things you need. We have all the little shops and dentists and all the services that you expect when you're here. Apartment complexes on LINDSEY. Again, the nice thing about that is you have a bus system right here. So it's fantastic for you to do that. So this is kind of your standard corridor, right? So this is chain restaurants. Generally, I said there's not a whole lot of local food movement here. We have gas stations. Del Rancho. This road does go all the way out on I-35, so if you need an entrance and exit point, you can do that. We do have Volcanoes. Volcanoes has an east side location and a west side location. It is fantastic Mexican food. They have great guacamole, and their queso and chips is amazing. It is absolutely phenomenal. Banks, OU Federal Credit, again, apartment places and things like that. We do have Eagle One Pizza. It's really good over here. We do good emergency services in our area. So our fire department, our police department, they take care of business. We're a very safe community. It's an opportunity for you to feel safe while you're here and know that they are going to be around. And we're, again, an ever-growing city, so we're constantly adding to our police department and our fire department. We have a Sonic on the corner of McGee and LINDSEY. Sonics are on a lot of corners, let's be honest. This is one of our newest versions of it. If you don't know what that is, that Route 44 sodas are a big deal. And tater tots and fries and all the amazing things. So again, beautiful spaces. McDonald's. Again, all the pretty areas. We've got trees that are growing. It's going to be nice. Gas station. We do have a little bitty shop right here called Beanstalk Snow. And they have a Beanstalk Coffee Snow. There's 5 different locations. It is locally owned. It is a beautiful space. It's really cool. So it's a good time. Pizza shuttles down here. Ray's Barbecue. Again, both phenomenal. Great places. We have Velvet Tacos. In case you're like, I just need a taco. We got you covered. So again, it's a good space, a great place to live and hang out. So